Really loud. Oh shit, it was. I'm sorry about that. Holy crap, that was insane. I'm sorry about that, guys. I thought that was barely, you could barely hear that. Holy shit. I'm sorry about that, guys. That was freaking loud. Okay, let's try that again. Hi everyone, how you guys doing? Welcome to Hike Channel. I'm Hike, and I have a little surprise for you guys. The surprise is Charlie. This is a long story. He's been trying to get into this stream for the longest time, and I haven't been letting him. He lies down at in front of the door waiting for me. He sleeps in front of the door. When I'm live streaming, I can hear him sniffing everything. He loves me and he wants to be in the stream, so I don't know, guys. A few days ago, he jumped up here. You guys knew the little box I have here with the light and stuff like that. He jumped up here and he was hanging around, and then I was leaning like this watching something, and he was leaning on my arm, and my wife told me I should have him up here, and I'm like, I don't know. And then right before the stream, I was gonna go get my coffee. Everything was ready. I opened the door and Charlie was leaning on the door, all asleep. He's like waking up and looking at me. He's like, so am I gonna get in? So my heart just broke down, so I grabbed one of his pillows. I taped it up here so he can jump up here. Yeah, according to Lynn, he's trying to constantly get over here. Bo likes to stay downstairs with my wife because the AC is nice and cool over there. He's a big furry little love bug. Charlie apparently likes to be with me, so I figure bring him up here. Jacob, have you met him before? By the way, guys, how's the music? It's scaring the shit out of me that it might be too loud. Hi Frost, how you doing? Hi Dakota. Thanks for being here first, Dakota Johnson and Frost. Tuck Dishy, how you doing? Have been watching me? Hey, Hike. Been here since I didn't even have a YouTube account, since like 2013 or so. Oh, thanks for being an OG, brother. Appreciate you supporting me then and coming back now, man. Much love. Let's see. Can I make Charlie more visible to you guys? He's such a cutie pie. I freaking love him. Here, let me try. I'm probably gonna mess up my camera, but okay, let me see. There he goes. Hey, Charlie. Get that. Where's your food? You want it to eat? I think he's gonna fall asleep in a little bit, guys. Hey Alton, how you doing? JCap, thanks everyone. All right, so we have a bunch of cool things we're gonna do today. Not feeling this song at all. I'm gonna just change this, and then I'm gonna do it like this. Ooh, too loud. That's better. Sorry about the music, guys. Anyway, figured it out. It's better this way than what I had going earlier. Holy crap, it was louder too. I need to find a better copyright music. This is Streamlabs stuff. It's okay. It's not bad. Hey, Sekvir, how you doing? All right, so today's plan is a couple different things. I'm not sure how we're going to do about it. Forza Motorsport is here, and everyone's been talking shit about it. And as you can tell, it's a disaster, brutal honesty. So I want to learn about what's happening with that. I thought you guys might be interested since some of you are Forza fans just like me. The other thing is GTA 6 will be cursed and blessed. I started watching it. You can see how much I watched it before I realized, hey, you know what? This might be fun for the stream. Best looking games ever. Someone sent me this. I think it was on Discord or Twitter. And I want to take a look what's going on. And then after that, we have Fortnite Chapter 5. Apparently, everyone's pissed off at Fortnite. You know me. I've played it. I play it. I like non-build stuff. I'm not a big player. I only play it when Chelsea, Shadow, and Snoop and Lamar forced me to go play it. So I'm curious to see what's happening. Everyone's pissed, and I like drama, so find out. Oh, one of my favorite creators out there, Most Critical Penguins, as whatever you want to call him. He recently went from Twitch to YouTube, and there's a lot of things I didn't know about Twitch. I've been a YouTube streamer since day one of YouTube. I was streaming on YouTube before there was YouTube streaming, genuinely. So I'm curious, what am I missing out on Twitch? And he is a decade of streaming on Twitch, so he will be able to tell us. And I also have been considering about going and streaming on Twitch because YouTube doesn't feel like the streaming place anymore. Sorry, talking too fast. So curious really what he says about that, you know, and I will respect him as a creator. This is going to be more of the fun stuff of things. This is YouTubers getting in trouble, kind of the same flavor. They're getting banned, and I kind of want to know, can people really do get banned for clickbait? And this is kind of the place to find out. I started watching this video. It's about Titanfall, and after watching the first minute and a half of this, I was like, instead of doing Assassin's Creed Mirage today, instead of doing Cyberpunk today, maybe I should download Titanfall 2 and play it. So let's watch this video, and then if you guys convince me, and I'm very honestly, I think I might, I'm not sure. I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Cyberpunk, Titanfall. I've honestly considered Ark recently too. A lot of people are asking me in the comments for Ark. So let's watch this and then discuss what I should play next stream today. And then this is just a hilarious thing. Someone got in trouble for effing around with a musician on the street. Thought it was hilarious. Figured we would watch it. And that's about that for today's plan. What do you guys think? Any excitement? And I'm an idiot. You guys did not see any of that, did you? Oh my god, Hike. Maybe I'm just bad with streaming, guys. You guys didn't even care. You just wanted to see Charlie. Hi, Charlie. Oi, oi, oi. Do you see yourself there? Look, Charlie. You can see yourself on the stream. Let me bring it up. Instead of moving that, I'll bring it up. On the stream. Look, Charlie, that's you. Look, that's you, Charlie. Right there. He's noticing it. Look, see, that's... Who's that? He looks so cute on the stream. I don't give a shit, guys. Oh. He's such an inquisitive kind of guy. He's not afraid of anything. He's not shy of anything. He's just cute as hell. Alrighty. I'm sorry, guys. I got distracted. I woke up this morning, looked up a bunch of fun videos and everything, and I was gonna do everything about it, and then I got distracted and then left my gigantic camera on and everything like that. So, by the way, since we're doing this, I also want to fix this issue I'm having. I like the chiller streams, you know, where I'm not going 1,000 miles an hour. If there's an issue, I can fix it. I can bring a surprise guest to the stream. Hi, ya boy, how you doing? You know, so I like it. I like it. I do need to fix this real weird glitch that happens when I go to full screen. When I go to full screen, the whole window gets weirded out. So maybe that will fix a little bit. Okay, that might fix it. Okay. Alrighty. So we good there. Everyone excited? Hi, ya boy. How you doing? You remember that voice from anywhere? You mean you remember that voice from everywhere? Thanks, brother. I appreciate you. So real quick, should we start with comments? See what people have been saying on the channel. I wouldn't mind doing that. Let me see if I can find any good comments for us to first. I'm just playing. I have a reply to a lot of comments, so let's do that. Who's your good boy, Charlie? You want a treat, don't you? All right, good boy. Okay. Oh yeah, boy Sam, thanks so much, brother. Love you back, man. Charlie's cutest dog ever. I happen to agree, but it's really hard not to see Bo and think he's the cutest, okay? But I can't happen to agree with you guys. Okay, comment time. I think I should do this every Monday. We should call this Hike tries to find approval in the world. I like that. Should be sarcastic mostly too. Charlie, don't show your penis. It's rude. Thank you. Can you see? Wow. Not on camera, buddy. I know you're a good doggy, but not on camera. Oh, you. Yes. Behave now. Okay. Yep. You can have a paw on me. You don't want a paw on me? Okay. When he sleeps in the bed, he likes to have a paw on you. Okay. How you doing? Hey, Jose Navana. Thanks for supporting one of my old videos. Trackmaster said, funny thing is, Kylie Bush owns the truck team, so he essentially is the boss, dissing his employees in the press conference. We were talking about Kylie Bush is a crazy NASCAR racer. I'm an F1 fan, and I was kind of disappointed that Lewis Hamilton took out Russell last race on Sunday, so that was kind of disappointing for me. But yeah, I'll reply to him later. Sponsor him because he's the winner. He's talking about Kyle Busch. A lot of people actually said that. Let's just take this out. Let's just go all public. Alrighty, let's see. Eminem sponsors him his whole career because they did not care about Kyle Busch did, as long as he won races. That kind of makes sense. A lot of people really like Kyle Busch, and it's so surprising that a lot of people don't care that he's such an a-hole. He is. If you don't think he's an a-hole, you're not his fan. Amanda goes, I like both F1 and NASCAR, and Kyle Busch is a big a-hole and a crybaby. I compared Kyle Busch to Kimi Räikkönen, and I was trying to figure out why Kimi Räikkönen is very much loved and Kyle Busch isn't. And I think it's because Kimi is dry and cold, but he's nice to the people who have to do their job. Kyle Busch seems like to hate reporters and calls them idiots. You know, they still gotta do their job. They gotta ask you the stupid questions they gotta ask you. It's their freaking job. Everyone said NASCAR. We have a Formula One. Hey, Frost is in here. Thanks, Frost. Hey, Pusha is actually the one who told me to bring back ARK, and I genuinely am considering it. Malik, thank you for being here since the OG days. You rock, brother. This guy was confused about the CSGO video. He's like, CSGO is not a disaster. We were talking about CS2, the CSGO replacement being a disaster. So crazy I grew up watching you. Thanks, AD6618. You did well 6 years ago, and now stumped into your page brings back not gonna lie, brings back GTA, bring back the GTA videos, brings back memories, not gonna lie, bring back the GTA videos. I did GTA videos for the longest time before I took a break. No one cared to watch them. And if you watch some big YouTubers like now, Expert Thief, Quabblecop, some of the biggest ones who've stuck with GTA, they're having hard time succeeding either. And I literally have close to 20,000 hours on GTA. And honestly, I'm all burned out on it. I really want to come back into GTA with like nostalgia streams once in a while with my crew and stuff like that, but I'm waiting for the right moment and I don't want to force it, because if I'm faking it, it's not going to be fun for me. So, and I'm getting there. It's taking me some time getting comfortable streaming, and I'm getting there, so we'll do it sooner than later. Okay, I didn't understand this message, the fact that no Dogma likes even after no one likes Dogma even for no Skyrim, and so it's like, I didn't get that message, I'm gonna skip it. Anyway, that was that. Figured it's nice to do some messages once in a while. JCap, we should hang out on PlayStation again sometime. How come we're not hitting each other up? Honestly, brother, I haven't been on. Alrighty. Let's go here. Grab this one. Okay. I need to find better music because I'm not liking any of it, honestly, guys. I'm sorry. That did not feel right. That felt noisy and yeah. Honestly, classical music would have been better than that. Who's your good boy, Charlie? Charlie is such a good boy. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are, Charlie. Charlie is a good boy. Okay. All right, we're done with the craziness, guys. Let's get into some fun. Which one do I want to go with first? All right, let's start with Forza. Okay, I want to start with Forza. All right.
The replay mode
He just starts from the replay mode. You know me, guys. I've been a Forza Horizon player for the longest time. I also played Forza Motorsport. There's a new Forza Motorsport here. Everyone's been hyped about it until very recently, where people have not been hyped about it. I'm really curious what's going on, because we should know if it's good or not. And I don't know. Is it good? Has anyone played it in the comments? Forza Motorsport yet? The new one. I know there's a lot of fans out there, so let me know, guys. Let's go find out.
The replay mode completely ignores all known laws of physics. Certain loading screens can completely soft-lock the game. Constant crashing and incredibly poor performance on PC, even on lower graphical settings. They removed the auction house and the spectator mode. The majority of new cars are just copied over from Forza Horizon 5, and yet improvements that Forza Horizon has implemented over the past 5 years are nowhere to be seen. No updated photo mode, no rear-wheel steering, no wheel space, and exhaust upgrades barely affect the sound of your car. You can't lock up individual wheels without ABS, and while they kept the drift suspension, they did not keep the drift tires. There are drift cars in some of the trailers, and yet none to be seen in the final game. And just in case you wanted to make your own drift car, there are no drifting events. There are also drag tires, but yet again, no drag racing events. Cars having sexual intercourse in the menus. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is not only the definition of insanity, but is also the philosophy behind Forza's new upgrading progression system.
That's pretty funny.
Some parts
That's a good line.
at unreasonably high levels, and then others unlock at levels that are so low, you begin to wonder what is the fucking point of having them locked in the first place, other than to just be an inconvenience to the player. This is not the proper progression structure people have been asking for. It is a meaningless grind to artificially increase playtime with no real sense of achievement behind it. It isn't fun, it isn't challenging, it is incredibly poor game design and a complete waste of time.
Wow.
This is a game that's supposed to be focused on the idea of building cars yourself, and yet it seems to encourage you to drive cars that are practically bone stock more than anything else, and doesn't let you build them the way you want unless you're prepared to drive them in circles for literal hours on end.
This is a very positive review, guys.
This video, I will be leveling up this Toyota Supra in the background, and I'll keep you updated on how I get on. The penalty system is a fucking nightmare. People are getting penalized after being rammed by other players, while the ramming players in question aren't being penalized whatsoever. The
That's-
introduction of a driver
that's messed
safety
up. I
rating
hate
into
that.
online is a really good idea. However, people are already abusing the accessibility driving assist to allow the car to drive for them, allowing them to rack up safety score without even having to play the game.
Oh, that's
This
smart.
also
That's
applies
freaking
for
smart.
the car leveling system. As you can see, my Supra is now driving all by itself. Oh, and my game crashed.
Oh, come on.
Are you kidding me?
cannot
I would be so
disable
pissed.
penalties in private multiplayer. Electric cars can bounce off rev limiters. Random parts of the world sometimes unload themselves in front of the player. The
That would be
AI
annoying.
are more of a display in artificial incompetence than intelligence.
Wow.
They completely lack any sense of spatial awareness.
Wow, it
literally
doesn't even
driving
look
themselves
good.
off the track at times and are really slow when driving in packs.
It
They
doesn't
do
even look
seem
good,
to
guys.
Be really fast whenever they get an open track to themselves, which is great. However, often leads to one or two cars at the front of the pack breaking far away into the distance pretty much every single race. The AI can also spawn in vehicles that are currently unavailable, meaning
Wow.
they are likely only being withheld from the release version of the game to add in as DLC later, despite already being finished.
This
Car
sucks.
thumbnails look incredibly strange, with many cars having fully blacked out headlights
Why do
for
they do that?
some reason. Some even accidentally have random customizations by default, like this Alfa Romeo. Certain wide body kits completely forget
They completely effed up this game, it seems like. Why would you even... Look at the body kit. Look at it. The tires don't even line up to the body kit. Horizon is better than Motorsport. Motorsport is supposed to be more simulator. It's more important to get the details right in Motorsport. Horizon is supposed to be more arcadey. This is ridiculous.
to add any kind of wheel offset. Some cars are classified very strangely, like these V8 supercars appearing in the Forza GT class. You cannot change career mode race length like you could in Forza 7. You cannot manually adjust the dynamic weather like you also could in Forza 7. Nor is there a free selection of online class hoppers like there was in Forza 7 either. Additionally, they removed nearly 500 cars from Forza Motorsport 7 and claimed it was to remove silly and non-fitting cars
I
from the
hate when
car
they
list,
remove
such as
content. It pisses me
SUVs
off.
and off-roaders. Except this is bullshit, because the
just brought it
majority of the
back.
cars they removed are perfectly suitable and make no sense to cut from the game. And I would not be surprised to see a handful of them reintroduced as free DLC in the future, much like Forza Horizon 5 has been doing. And speaking
Yeah.
of DLC,
That
the
sucks.
paid car pass offers the lowest amount of cars yet compared to any past Forza game. I will take a moment, however, to address some of the more positive aspects.
Yay,
because there still are some.
positivity.
The new physics are fun and intuitive. The selection of new wheels and smaller modifications are a nice addition. The new online is generally pretty good, and I quite like the new tracks they've added, even though the list at launch is a little small compared to previous titles. Dynamic time of day is good to see, and the skip lap feature in the Rivals mode is extremely useful. Wheel support appears to be a big step up from what it
Yay.
was before, and changeable camera field of view across all platforms is
PC
excellent, even if it does slightly break
Xbox
the
gets
reflections on the
FOV.
hood camera. Oh dear. A lot of car sounds lack any kind of depth and are simply just inaccurate to their real-world counterparts. Take a listen to this Sauber C9.
This is the biggest problem with simulators, right? I mean, this is supposed to be a racing sim, and it's so important to get details right. And I'm so sick of games releasing their games, not games, excuse me, production companies releasing their games without it being complete. It's obvious this game is not finished. It's so freaking obvious. And now they're gonna use us as a testing subjects while we complain and then slowly optimize over the next year and a half. And by that time, we'll be over the game. It's just, it's not nice. It's fucked up. That's not what that car sounds like.
It
It's
sounds
supposed
like
to
a
be.
fucking four-cylinder. The release version of this game has far lower graphical quality available than the trailers were initially showing.
I could tell
leading
that
to
sounds
an
wrong.
incredibly misleading perception of the game's visual quality to consumers. And speaking of graphical quality, glitches aside, it is completely all over the place. Under certain conditions, the game can indeed look stunning, while the likes of Cockpit View display completely nonsensical logic in regards to which areas are bright and which are not. The lighting just feels really off, and I can't quite fully wrap my head around it. You can no longer
Wow.
power shift, which is actually a good thing. But their physics changes have had the complete opposite effect to where running without clutch now actually produces faster lap times. The career mode completely
So
lacks
automatic is
any
better?
sort of race events for race cars, which I really do not understand. A significant portion of
Wow.
the cars in this game have absolutely no purpose in single player outside of free play. A lot of cars are simply missing tons of manufacturer color.
Yeah, instead of playing this game, I feel like I should play Crew Motorsport. I'm just saying, it doesn't look as beautiful as Crew Motorsport does. It just doesn't. And this is a bigger budget game.
Options that they had in previous titles for seemingly no reason. There's no convenient way to find liveries or tunes through share codes like in Forza Horizon 5. Certain menu design
It's worse
choices
than
are
Horizon.
extremely
Oh my
confusing,
God.
such as putting the restart option hidden underneath the quit
Why would you
submenu.
do that?
This also goes for the skip practice button. I've seen a lot of players complaining that they can't skip practice purely because they don't know that this option is actually there. The game is always online, so if you lose your internet connection, you cannot play the career mode. My Supra just hit level 3, by the way. I only want a fucking spoiler upgrade, but I guess I gotta wait till level 15 for that. Car weight is shown in pounds,
God.
despite the value clearly being in kilograms. Earning money
So you have to upgrade every single car one at a time. People are not gonna have big garages. That's ridiculous. Imagine if I want to have a 50 car garage maxed out. That would take me forever. Why not just let me buy what I want to upgrade with the money I make? And the money is the limitation, not what level my car is. I don't want to play this anymore. This is ridiculous. Why would I do that? I can't create a big garage. I need to prioritize on one car the whole way. That's
feels
ridiculous.
somewhat pointless because cars are really cheap to buy, and then the upgrades are also free thanks to car points. Some wheels simply refuse to be painted the color you want them to be. I've seen a lot
So
of
you don't pay
lower
for the
LED
upgrades.
models having texturing bugs, such as
find
this
some?
clearly missing
Oh, you see
alpha
a fly?
channel on the rear badge of the
Here.
S13.
Ignore the fly.
And a lot of people aren't being given their VIP or car pass rewards that are supposed to come with the £90 premium edition of the game. If you think this video is ridiculous, check out the list of known issues published by the official Forza support page.
Are you kidding
It's
me?
a fucking shambles. This
Are you kidding
game
me?
is an utter train wreck. What's more ridiculous is even after all this, my Supra just hit level 4. Jesus fucking Christ, how long is this going to take? But don't worry.
It's
Hear
ridiculous.
me out. They remodeled a car!
Just one? Please tell me it's not just one. Not the whole library, I bet.
But only one of them.
I think it's fucking shit.
Are you kidding me?
Welcome back to Forza.
It's a racing game. All the models are from Forza Horizon 5. Oh my god. Why would you buy Forza Motorsport with Forza Horizon out there? And let's say you didn't have a console limitation. Let's say you could play Gran Turismo. Give me a reason in the comments why you would get Forza Motorsport right now. Unless your friends are forcing you to play it. Bye, Charlie. That's crazy. That's freaking crazy. I'm so disappointed by that. That sucks. How you doing? Oh my god, I missed comments. Sorry. Hey Casey, how you doing? Casey Batman. I love it, the name, buddy. Hey J-Cap. It will be PS5 later, either GTA 4 and Random Games Hike. Okay, we'll do. George, how you doing? That was Charlie. Who was asking me who was that? That was Charlie, Georgie. He's our puppy. He's a year old. He's just hanging out. Are you sure you want to be down there, Charlie? You don't want to come up here? Yesterday, you were all about sitting next to me while I was editing. You don't like me talking out loud? Okay, come on. Up. Come here. Give me a hug. Charlie gives hugs. Here. Give me a hug. Come on. Oh, you need to stretch first? Sorry, guys. He needs to limber up before he jumps. Yeah, you done yet? Oh, I know. Okay, come on. Up. Come on. Hug. Hug. You want me to help you? Okay. All right. Alrighty. Yeah? Yeah, you just want to sit here? Okay. You're just gonna sit here with me? You don't want to be on the floor? No? This is how he sits with me on the couch. Just like this. Okay, I need to work though. You can't sit on me. It's either the floor or the pillow. No, you just want to hug me? Oh, I love you too. Okay, how about the pillow then? Okay. Alrighty. Yeah? You like the pillow? What? You're eyeing the treats now? You got me all hairy? Yeah? Oh, good boy. Okay, here's a treat. Alright. If you jump off, that's fine, but you can't come up here because I'm not taking distractions this long. I'm teasing it. You okay, buddy? What's the matter? All right. Shake. Shake. Okay. Deal. You're going to behave now? Okay. All right. All righty. He's so cute. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't resist. I had to. I opened the door and he was so sad looking. I had to say hi to him. You know?
This option
Yeah. Alrighty.
the game.
Honestly, I feel like that first video explained everything about Forza, so I don't know if we need the second one, but we'll keep it in there. GTA. Is there anyone? Okay, guys, here's the options. You guys, you actually didn't see Charlie's Hug Junkie. When I'm sitting on a couch, I'm like, hug. And what he does is he literally comes and puts his paws around your head, like on your shoulders, and he starts hugging you and tries to lick your ear. He's such a good doggy. Good boy. I know. I know. I think that was Bo, the door trying to get the treat, and Charlie, my dog, is jealous. I feel like now. I just heard him trying to knock down the door. He knows how to open a door. He's 90-pound dog. He goes like this, and it sounds like someone sledgehammering the door. And I think that was him just now. Or someone sledgehammering my door. You made Bo jealous. Bo doesn't like coming up here because it's warmer. He likes to stay downstairs. All right. Alrighty. So, this is a really interesting story. Do you guys know last year the GTA 6 leak that happened, the 90 videos or something like that? Well, this is a story about that and how the person who leaked it, how he got the content, and then what happened to him recently. All right, everyone's excited. This is gonna be good, I promise. Let's go.
September 19, 2022, 1 day and 9 hours after 90 development clips of GTA 6 got leaked, this was posted. A message from Rockstar, where all the leaked clips were proven to be right and not to be another fake. With the post being the most liked gaming tweet ever without even announcing the game, set a historical moment in the gaming world and the biggest leak that Rockstar ever suffered. A secretive company such as Rockstar having their work leaked was unusual, to say the least. The world was shocked at what just happened, and so were the employees.
Yeah! It's hilarious how they got leaked, guys. I love it. I love it. Ooh, everyone's involved.
Arjen Kurdai, the guy who decided to hack Rockstar Games and leak all the footage he could find, and eventually published them through the GTA forums under the name Teapot Uber Hacker. At the time of the incident, Arjen was just 17. It only took a 17-year-old to get into the systems of Rockstar. And that wasn't the craziest part. Arjen was put on bail for previous hacks when he decided it was time to hack Rockstar, with only needing a smart TV device connected to his hotel room, a keyboard, a mouse, and a smartphone. This allowed
Wow.
him to infiltrate the Slack chats of numerous Rockstar employees by pretending he's one of them, to then announce he was not just an employee, but an attacker. By now, it was too late.
Wow.
All 90 clips had been released,
trying to
and
say.
Arian even claimed to have downloaded all of GTA 6's data, stating that he'd released a source code unless Rockstar contacted him. It's uncertain if Rockstar ever contacted him, or that he even at all owned the source
That's freaking
code,
crazy,
as
guys.
nothing more has been
Imagine if
heard
he stole the
or
source
seen.
code.
Arian Kurdai was part of the Lapsus group, who formerly hacked other companies before Rockstar became their target. In the end, Arian's whole identity was leaked by his former hack acquaintances and was arrested by the London police. And now, a year later, he was found guilty of his crimes. The impact that he would leave was immense, while he, Arian himself, was even surprised that it went immediately viral and just decided to go back to sleep. This leak
That's
gave us
crazy.
the first look into what
That's crazy that he did not. He's a, whoa! You okay, Charlie? What was that? You okay? What was that? Was that your leg hitting it, or did you drop something? This idea has to be more cleaned out, but this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to do it, because he's a puppy and puppies want to do whatever they want, which is totally fine and he's allowed to. But I think he got hot here. I think now he wants to go downstairs next to the AC. Scared the shit out of me, Charlie. All right, let's go.
surprised that it went immediately viral and just decided to go back to sleep. This leak gave us the first
That's hilarious to me that a 17-year-old boy did not think that a GTA leak will go immediately viral, and then he decides to go to sleep.
look into what GTA 6 will look like. For the first time ever in the GTA series, a female protagonist named Lucia, alongside a male protagonist, Jason. While some are mad and disappointed at Rockstar for a female lead because they don't see this fitting for a GTA game,
You know it,
it
Max.
has always been a vision that Dan Houser had, who was the former vice president of Rockstar and the VP of creativity. In a 2013 interview with The Guardian, he was asked if there could be a female lead in the future, on which he replied, "Of course, we just haven't found the right game for it yet, but it's one of the things that we always think about."
I think he
Didn't
knew
feel
about it
natural
back
for
then.
GTA 5, but definitely for the right game in the future with the right themes.
I
It could
think
be
at this moment he
fantastic.
knew they had a
And
female
now,
lead in GTA
GTA
6.
6 seems to be the game for it. Nonetheless, it's going to be interesting what Rockstar will do with the story and the duo protagonist. In a report,
I like it.
journalist Jason Schreier said that the story will be seemingly inspired by the bank robbers, Bonnie and Clyde, and
Yeah.
all that in Vice City, the only universe that didn't get an HD treatment, so it only made sense for GTA 6 to be set in the fictional state of Florida, Miami. The leaks showed many things about the game, like the ability to be prone and the special abilities of the main characters. One thing that stood out was the number of world events that could happen in the game. From the leaks, we could already see thousands of world events being mentioned, from
Wow.
a firework fight to finding the farm monster, or what you thought about some canal fishing. Speaking of fishing, the leaks also showed the wildlife in the game. As Florida has the Everglades, it's going to be no
I'm getting excited for GTA 6. Honestly, these leaks were the biggest things to all the people waiting for any news for GTA 6 for about 10 years or more. You know, so as much as this kid ruined a lot of stuff, he also gave us a sneak peek, and I like that. I don't care.
surprise, we're going to see many new animals like the alligators. The police system being the most advanced ever, vehicles showing a working GPS dashboard and leaning out the car window are just
Whoa.
one of the few cool features that you could spot. In most of the clips, you can see a lot of elements taken from Red Dead Redemption 2, like the interaction system. And not to forget how the unfinished game visuals already look like RDR2. It can only make you imagine how good the final game will look, which is not weird to have high expectations, considering the game production will cost $2 billion.
$2
This
billion,
comes after
but they
Arden
make more than that
Kurdai
every
also
year,
sent a
guys. They make
message
like
during the
4
leak.
to 6.
In the message, he says that $2 billion has been spent. a very
So far.
unlikely statement, but rather means the allocated budget for the game, which includes the marketing, post-production, and much more, making it the most expensive entertainment product ever made in history. In perspective, Red Dead Redemption 2 reportedly cost $600 million to make, and GTA 5 $265
A 265 million investment in GTA 5, and they make between $4 to $6 billion every year right now. That's ridiculous. There's nowhere. Rockstar is a different company than we knew it when they released GTA 5.
$5 million. But with these costs comes a lot of responsibilities and bad attention, whether you like it or not. Mega projects like these take a lot of workforce, with thousands of employees working day and night to make it happen. So did Dan Houser, who was an important figure in the GTA series, who left the company back in 2019, with one of the reasons having to do with the insane deadlines employees had to deliver during the development of Red Dead Redemption 2. After this, Rockstar made changes to its company to prevent
That's
this
good.
crunch culture from happening ever again.
That's really
so
good.
did Rockstar spend the last years changing its culture to become a more kinder and progressive company, move
No
away from
way.
the crunch,
No way.
narrowed the gender pay gap,
I like
and
him a lot,
trying not
but
to
no way.
punch down on marginalized groups in contrast to previous games? Jennifer Colby, who now is the vice president, also responded to these complaints. She outlined how processes at Rockstar had been changed, flexible schedules were introduced, and some toxic employees, including managers, had been fired and replaced, like the design director who was fired as he was accused by several employees of bullying and verbal abuse.
Well, that's
In
a
the
good
last
thing.
few years, most of the Red Dead Online designers also left the company or moved to GTA 6, which explains why Red Dead Online is in the state it is today.
Wow.
Jamie King, who is a co-founder, also revealed in an interview that Rockstar was built on a culture of 7-day work weeks, and that this is not sustainable as it took a toll on the lives of employees and mental health. Jamie King later left the company in 2009, not knowing Rockstar would be the company it is today. One employee described the change in Rockstar as a boys' club transformed into a real
I'm a little confused why we're talking about this right now when we're talking about the leak. I'm curious how. Yeah, I was more curious to find out what happened to the guy who did the leak. But yeah, I guess the title of the video is Why GTA 6 Will Be Cursed and Blessed, and a Blessing.
company. Whilst these generally sound like good changes, some people have their doubts, as they wonder how GTA can still be GTA if it isn't a real parody of modern America, but a more toned-down version, by comparing it to the recent Saints Row game, which didn't fall in good hands because it moved away from what fans wanted and eventually closed its studio down.
I
Rockstar
actually played
workers
Saints Row.
have
It
been
wasn't
also
bad, but
left
it wasn't.
wondering,
I
trying
don't
to
think
figure
about
out
it,
how to
you know.
make games in this new era of Rockstar, and wonder even what a Grand Theft Auto game looks like in today's environment.
If you've been on my YouTube channel before, I mean, you know, we're Rockstar fans, we're GTA fans, we're Red Dead Redemption fans. I am for sure on all of those, and I hope Rockstar doesn't try to find a new formula for what's made them Rockstar. Their whole thing was, we don't give a shit what the media and everyone else tells us. We're gonna make the games we want to make, where you can hit a hooker with a bat if you want to, or whatever, right? There was so many objections against their gaming method and the type of games they made before they made GTA 5, GTA 4, so on and so on and so on. And they just fought through it and made wonderful games we all liked and didn't bow down to the pressures around them. And I really hope, as a fan of GTA and Rockstar, they keep that formula going, because that's what's going to make GTA 6 popular, not bowing down to the people who don't play the video games. You know what I mean, guys?
Besides, several employees pointed out that you can't really satirize today's America. It's already a satire of itself. It is not unusual for there to be a crunch culture and tight deadlines in this industry, especially on projects as big as GTA, where thousands of people work and rely on, with millions of fans eagerly waiting for any information. to the point that most will believe anything that's put out there, like how some thought this was going to be Jason or that GTA 6 would cost a staggering $150 at launch. The pressure on Rockstar is quite a lot, to say the least. While they just try to stay dead silent, if they fail to deliver on players' expectations, it would be safe to say it's done for Rockstar's reputation. In a rare interview,
That's fair to
the
say.
president of Rockstar Games, Sam Houser, said the fans want bigger, better, and higher quality. It's a privilege to have an audience that is demanding like that, but it's also a challenge. You have to meet their expectations. I go to bed at night with the game there. I wake up, and that's the first thing I see.
Well,
Even
yeah,
Strauss
you're the president
Zelnick
of the
said
company.
that
That's
giving
how it
players
should
what
be.
they want is not enough. The game needs to deliver beyond that. It needs to be something you've never seen before, on the one hand. Now, Rockstar's answer is
I like
just
how they're
seek
thinking.
perfection. Seek nothing short of perfection.
That's how you have
and
to
we'll
think.
get there. It's safe to say that GTA 6 got into development after RDR2, and that the game has been in the works for quite a while now. Not many other studios can afford to work on games for this long, mainly thanks to the success of GTA Online. Whilst we are still waiting on an official announcement or a release date, we've already gotten a good indication as to when it might be released.
That's gonna be
As
good. I can't
Take-Two
wait.
expects to earn $8 billion in net bookings between April 2024 and June 2025.
That's
This
ridiculous.
could only mean
$8
one
billion,
thing that could give
everyone.
Take-Two such an amount of money, and that
It's
is
GTA
a
5,
gigantic,
GTA 6.
popular game like GTA 6 being released. Another indication is the recent departure of the vice president of writing leaving Rockstar. After helping write the iconic game since 2007,
I guess
this
it
could
might
mean
be
the
done.
writing of GTA 6 is done, and now going into his retirement. Or perhaps things aren't turning out as he wants, and this way leaving the company. GTA 6 will change the industry as it did with GTA 5. It will set new
It
levels
is,
for
Max.
other AAA
So much money.
games, normalize working decades on huge games, and will sadly limit Rockstar even more by only working on GTA-related projects and not really seeking different genres of games because GTA will always sell. Nonetheless, GTA 6 is going to be a game we've never seen before. Whether this means the insanely detailed
Can you guys imagine if GTA 6 is a complete flop? I hope it's not, but just hypothetically, if GTA 6 is a complete flop, oh my god. Rockstar with their $8 billion predictions straight out the door, man. I don't know how that's going to be possible. If they deliver anything similar to GTA 5 with new missions, new graphics, new everything like that, it's going to be really hard for them to fail. The only way they fail is if their game doesn't work. If, you know, even if the story is shit, people are still going to buy it for GTA Online. So I'm crossing my fingers and signing up to wait another 2 years potentially, or maybe more. Hopefully not. Any guesses for when it's going to come out? I want like exact month and day. Put your comment dates, month and day you guys think it's going to come out. I think release date will be, I don't want to say 2024. That seems ridiculously fast. But I want to say release date will be November. Let's say, I will say first Thursday or Friday or Tuesday. I'm not sure. It'll be first week of November for sure of 2025 in my opinion. Yeah. Max says fans are going to be raging, and he's also erasing all comments. Yeah. It's ridiculous, but that's what's going on. $8 billion, everyone. $8 billion. That's a ridiculous amount of money. That's a ridiculous amount of money, everyone. I have a new smoke effect. I need to buy a smoker, not a smoker, smoke effect machine. Oh yeah, totally. A second one. My first one is very inconsistent. Oh my god. Georgie, December 2025. Okay, that's a good guess. Anyone thinking 2024? Let's hear that. Oh yeah, baby. Not a Fortnite guy, but I'm really curious about this. Fortnite's fucking everything up, so it might be cool to watch. You got caught lacking. You're good, Max. Don't worry about it. Tuesday or Thursday? Yeah, I think Tuesday or Thursday is smart bait junkie. November 2025, Tuesday or Thursday, between September and November. Yeah, if I had to pick one date, let's see here. Let me look at the calendar in the corner of my screen. Let's see, 2025. I'm locking my date in. I'm locking my date in first week of 2025. Tuesday is November. Tuesday is the 4th. Thursday is the 6th. When GTA 5 come out? GTA 5 release date. September. Oh, that November guess might be a mistake. Ha ha ha. September is a good guess. November, I was thinking COD more than November. You're right. They do September, don't they? So, oh, that September guess is so good. I like that. Tuesday, September 2nd is Tuesday's 2nd. Oh, that's Tuesday's the 2nd. Oh my God. I think it's going to end up being... Oh my God. September 2nd might be too early. Yeah. Anyway. You can actually go buy a physical copy, Max. You ridiculous. I don't know if I can do physical copies anymore. I'm not standing in line anymore. Although, G fans, imagine if they don't have a physical copy and all the OG fans just go line up in GameStop just for the fun of it. Waiting at midnight from 10 p.m. till midnight trying to get a digital card key. I can see that happening, guys. I can see that happening. I used to line up at GameStop. Don't make fun of me. Any GameStop lineup people here? Or Walmart or anything like that? Best Buys was another good one too. Alrighty.
It's making headlines.
Oh man. My friends, yeah. I don't know what I'm even talking about anymore. Time out. GameStop. Let me check where Charlie is. Hi, Charlie. What are you doing underneath my feet? He makes sounds like this. I don't know if you can hear it. You want one, Charlie? Come here. You want a treat? You okay? Come here. Who's your good boy? Okay. Alright. Sorry. He just seems sad at my feet. Oh, it's okay. You're a good doggy, Charlie. Alright, sorry, guys. What's the sound you're making? He just wants my attention, and I'm not giving it to him. This is why I usually lock the door so he doesn't come in. Anyway, Fortnite's apparently been messing things up, and I love gaming drama, so I'm gonna jump right into it. Let's go!
Fortnite Chapter 5 is in trouble. With almost 1,000 employees fired, celebs banned from the item shop, and now storyline actors on strike, could things get any worse? That is a resounding yes, because on October 27th during Fortnite Mares, the price of V-Bucks is gonna rise. So now
that's
1,000 of
bullshit.
them will cost $9, and 2,800 will set you back $23. They're even increasing the price of bundles that already exist, so things like the Final Reckoning and Transformers pack will be affected in the future. This has upset a lot of players, which is a bad time to be hit with extra costs with the state of Fortnite after a recent update. Whether you're
Remember when it wasn't appropriate to charge for digital content like 10, 20 years ago?
If you're a BR player who's unhappy with the lack of updates, or a creative user who's tired of seeing 1,000 Tycoon maps every day, the Discover tab is a huge problem right now, with countless map makers putting tons of effort into making unique and beautiful experiences,
That
only
looks
to
awesome.
never get recognized due to the low effort content all over the place. It's been a topic of discussion all month, and it's not the only thing Epic is trying to fix before this next
Tycoon.
chapter. A controversy that's making headlines is how Fortnite was accused of scamming an FNCS winner. Putrick, who won $200,000 in a major, hasn't received his prize money after it came out that his team had Russian passports. If you remember, because of the financial sanctions on the country right now, Epic can't actually pay anyone from Russia, even people with the supporter creator code. So, when they learned that Putrick and his team were from Russia, even though they had bank accounts in other countries, they couldn't technically pay them. And now they're
I mean, that's not Fortnite's problem, genuinely. That's just a world war economics.
disqualified
It's not a world war, but, you know, it's a world economy.
from FNCS Copenhagen. Now, sadly, it's not Epic's fault, as they literally have to follow the law, but this controversy has huge implications for next chapter. Someone else they have distanced themselves from is Lizzo. Back in August, Fortnite was selling Pump Me Up in the item shop, which is an icon emote of one of her most famous songs. Well, sadly, this was the worst timing possible, as she was accused of creating a hostile work environment and
Wow,
sued by her
they
former
got unlucky
dancers.
with that.
So as Epic normally does, they removed her dance from the item shop. Someone else who won't be returning is the man who turned Fortnite into what it is today. Donald Mustard came up with the entire storyline and gave us characters like Agent Jones, the Foundation, Midas. I mean, sure, he had a whole team he worked with, but the majority of creative decisions came from Donald, and he has officially left Epic Games. They didn't give a reason, but some people are worried it's because Fortnite is slowly moving away from Battle Royale story and leaning into creative mode. Maybe, but his replacement is nothing to be disappointed
Creative
about.
mode is a
Charlie
big
Wen, the new chief
financial
creative
win,
officer,
you
was
know?
the
I
guy
can understand
behind
why
the
they're doing
MCU's
it.
visual department. He's also the designer of Kratos from God of War and worked on League of Legends. This guy is the real deal, so I am so excited to see what direction he takes things. Hopefully he helps
See you, Max.
improve some of Fortnite's crossovers, which have been questionable lately. This season's secret outfit is Ahsoka, which players have been wanting for years. She's finally here, but people find it pretty underwhelming. She has no edit styles or a ship as a glider, and ironically, Ahsoka's pickaxe is a staff from the Clone Wars, but there isn't even an edit style for this version of her outfit, which would have looked amazing. It just feels like she was kind of shoved in at the last minute because she doesn't appear in any trailers, and they literally threw a PNG of her in the artwork.
That's
I'll say
ridiculous.
this, it's still not as controversial as banning OG maps from creative. When UEFN was announced, everyone was
Fortnite is a huge budget company now with unbelievable amount of fans. They have to get their shit together, you know?
excited at the chance to play old maps again, with thousands of players ready to play Chapter 1. That's until Epic revealed that these wouldn't be monetized, and if you tried to make Chapter 2 and beyond, your map would be removed.
Whoa.
It caused a lot of confusion in the fan base. If they won't let us play older islands, why shouldn't we be allowed to build them ourselves? To this day, we'll never know. Other companies don't want to be copied in UEFN either, as everyone moved on to playing Call of Duty maps in creative, with clips going viral of matches on Rust.
I love
Activision
that.
quickly noticed this and sent out copyright strikes to any map creators who were doing this.
Are you
Now,
kidding me?
Tried to recreate a COD map in Fortnite, it will not end well.
Are you kidding me? What? A person creates an interpretation of your map in a different game and you throw a copyright strike at them? That is ridiculous. In that case, people can sue freaking Call of Duty. Call of Duty wasn't the first person to come up with a 3-lane FPS map. You know, like Nuketown and other things. You know, you have 3 lanes going around and not multiple horizontal, 3 vertical lines and multiple horizontal intercepting. That's called a 3-lane map. And Call of Duty has abused the shit out of it since Black Ops 1 or sooner than that. And they did not come up with that. Anyone can sue them then? What the hell? That's ridiculous. Parody. It's a parody, for God's sake. Someone's creating a parody of your map in a different game with different textures, with different objects, with different everything. You cannot... They're just pushing people around with their money. That is mind-blowingly ridiculous.
And things have not been going well for Epic lately, thanks to the amount of money they're spending on UEFN, the Apple lawsuit, and the Epic Game Store. They officially have started to lose money. Tim Sweeney revealed that he hoped they could do this without layoffs, but it became unrealistic, which is another way of saying it took a risk and it backfired massively. Sadly, the employees are the ones paying the price, with nearly 900 developers losing their jobs.
Are you serious? That
This is
sucks.
insane news, because everyone kind of thought Epic would be the one developer that was untouchable, but now things are really looking shaky for Chapter 5 and the future of Fortnite. It's one of the biggest games in the world, and Tim Sweeney himself bragged about how well they were managed while other companies were failing. Well, I guess those tweets aged terribly, and so did this emote in the item
Microsoft
shop.
bought that
On
company.
the day of the layoffs, Fortnite added Share the Wealth into the store, which in hindsight was a terrible mistake. Not only are developers suffering, but so are voice actors, and recently they voted overwhelmingly to strike against video game companies.
Yeah.
Hollywood actor strike is gonna affect your favorite games too, including Epic. Well, that's if it happens. They have permission to do it, but they're still talking with the companies to get a deal without the need for a strike, so we might not see delays after all. Hopefully they work something out so everyone can be happy, or else the storyline is in big trouble. Someone else who
Yeah.
isn't pleased is Clix, one of the most famous pro players in the world right now. During a Cash Cup, he was attacked by a stream sniper who was basically stalking him for the whole match. So to prove his suspicions, Clix asked him to throw down items, and of course, the guy did it. Well, except this was also Clix's downfall, as he picked up the items and killed the snipers.
Oh,
He
no.
was immediately banned for teaming. This apparently caused him to miss the next two grand finals just for picking up a stream sniper's pizza box. It caused a lot of fans to be super angry at Epic and the rules behind teaming, even though it wasn't Clix's fault. But a mistake that
It's a pizza box. It's not a gun. It's, oh my god. He wasn't trying to do it. He was trying to prove someone's annoying him and they need to put a stop to it.
definitely had someone to blame is the Snoop Dogg controversy. Tidy and Rambunctious are some of the rarest emotes in the game. Well, at least they were before randomly appearing in the item shop back at the start of Chapter 4. The reason they hadn't returned was because of copyright issues with Snoop Dogg and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, so their sudden reappearance was confusing. Now, luckily, Fortnite caught on pretty quickly and removed them from the shop, but this definitely wasn't an accident, especially when you realize Snoop Dogg's emote was right next to the hippie skins. But in the same season, we had Mr. Beast in Fortnite, which was an insane
Did they just open themselves up for a gigantic lawsuit, or were they trying to protect themselves by doing it? I wonder if it was a mess up or intentional to show, hey, this is not necessarily associated to them. That's very interesting.
collab. Not only do we get 2 skins and a whole set, but he gave away $1 million in a tournament. Not your average competition either. This was a custom created map that felt like Fall Guys, and by the end of it, one person will be crowned a millionaire. Except, it looks like they put all their eggs in one basket, so the guy who came in second got no cash prize. If that was me, I would never stop thinking about that for the rest of my life. But a controversy that affected everyone was the
Honestly, I don't care about that. It wasn't. No, that's not that big of a deal.
return of the pump shotgun, arguably the most iconic gun in Fortnite after the Scar at least. We always want it back, so
The
when
double
Epic
shot.
finally did it, we all logged in and tried, only to be met with the Sharp Tooth. It had the exact same model, but was nowhere near as good, leaving a sour taste in a ton of players' mouths. Not the only
Why would you do that, guys? If you're gonna bring back something iconic, you want it to be that iconic thing. You don't want to be a worse version of it. I feel like some developers or managers that approve content for these games need to get their heads out of their asses and open up their eyes and see what people actually want, not your interpretation of something great. No, we want the actual thing. God damn it.
thing we're desperate to see in Fortnite. Earlier this year, a creator named HeyStan won a contest to get a custom spray in the game. His idea? To turn Jonesy into Giga Chad, which was loved by players. Even the devs were on board until Stan delivered some bad news. Epic HQ denied the concept of Giga Chad Jones not because of copyright, but because of issues with certain communities which abuse the meme and associate it with toxicity. This decision came after months of waiting, and to this day, we're still hoping they change their mind. For once, though, it wasn't Epic causing the controversy, but their rival Call of Duty. Last month, COD Mobile dropped a new season with a map called Kurohana Metropolis. After it was revealed, Fortnite players went on social media and immediately pointed out how similar this felt to Mega City. Now, obviously, both locations are based on real-life Tokyo, so that's probably why, but the timing of the release
is,
it's
Ghostface.
interesting to say the least. But there was one decision by Epic which shouldn't have been that controversial. Earlier this year, players found a Discord bot that let them get insane amounts of XP in a short amount of time, racking up dozens of levels in the first weeks of the season. They could even use the bots to play unreleased LTMs, which isn't as punishable, but regardless,
awesome.
everyone who used them was temporarily banned.
Oh, that
Honestly,
would've been
I think this
scary.
one was deserved. And they're not the only players to get in trouble. Out of nowhere, before Season 4, a new account known as Barbie Harp appeared on social media. Suddenly, they had insider leaks about a ton of collabs, from a new Terminator set to WWE skins, even
I love this
Jujutsu
talking of leaks.
Kaisen. They were leaking everything, and it was all thanks to an anonymous source who worked for Epic. Except you should probably think before leaking stuff, because the insider was tracked down and fired instantly. Not the first time one of their employees has gotten in trouble. In February, they almost had a huge controversy with Overwatch. Yeah, the last game you'd expect to be involved with Fortnite, but it's all because of this spray, Hamster Cabbie. When this appeared in the files, people noticed something was up. It was way too similar to the Hammond spray from Overwatch. Like, not just similar.
Oh
if you
my
lined them
God.
up, it was
It's almost
traced.
identical,
So
yeah.
immediately, the spray vanished from the files, being swept under the rug for months until one day when the game updated. Nothing had changed except for one thing, Hamster Cabbie, with a brand new design.
Mohawk
Finally
and
dropped this
freaking
season in the
eyeglasses.
Elias
Lame.
Quest Pack. The cosmetic you won't be seeing is Harmony Lee. She got added to the files just a couple weeks ago in preparation for the Rainbow Royale event. We were all ready for it to release until a controversy appeared surrounding the artist of the skin. Harmony Lee was designed by a fan in the community who recently came under some serious allegations, and it's caused the outfit to be removed from the item shop
What was the
schedule.
allegations?
Her future is completely in doubt. Will this ever release? I guess that's up to Epic. As you can see, this year Fortnite really had some low moments, but also had some highs, and I am excited to see what they're working on for the rest of 2023.
That's crazy, guys. Gaming companies right now are fucking up big time, and it's exciting. I don't care. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Some of them were legit, but like, for example, the number 2 Mr. Beast one, where what's his name came into number 2 and didn't get any prize money. Well, that was in, no one said you get second place is gonna get any prize money. That's not that big of a deal. That was exciting though. I enjoyed that. I don't know why. When big companies that know better do stupid shit, it gives me pleasure, because I'm just like, you know better. Why would you do that? Except when it's a game I like. When a game I like, a company like Rockstar or Activision, Treyarch, and all those guys F up, that hurts me a lot, actually. So, throw a limit. I like to laugh at people, not get laughed at. I guess is my point. Am I toxic after that statement? I probably am. Oh man, I don't care. Oh yeah, here we go.
I don't care. I love it.
Guy falls down in front of you. He's okay, but he falls down. Haha. I fall down, you motherfucker. Don't you laugh. That was fun. I'm enjoying today's selection of videos so far. Let me see which ones we've watched. Let's move this one here. Let's move this one here. Let's move this one here. I found a good selection today. I'm proud of myself. I'm sorry, guys. I'm proud of myself. I don't know what to tell you guys. Okay. I'm not sure about watching Forza, another one about Forza, because last one was pretty good, so I don't know. There is this thing is kind of interesting. I like it actually.
This guy.
You know what? This is just funny. This is not funny. This is funny in a way where internet. Where am I? What's the word I'm looking for? This is one of those things that I love. It's not internet karma, but it's internet justice. That's the word I'm looking for. This is the kind of stuff I like. There's been a lot of TikTok internet justice videos, and I wasn't planning to do TikTok stuff or anything, but this looks hilarious, and I love this kind of thing. So, and I thought you guys would enjoy the drama. And this person definitely deserves the shit that came to their way. I don't know what they were. They were drunk or whatever. I hate when people act like complete douchebags for no freaking reason, just because they can. It's just frustrating, really frustrating. So when there's internet justice, it's my favorite thing ever. So let's enjoy it.
One night, this guy, we'll call him Piano Man, he's doing a live street performance, and he's absolutely killing it.
Piano
And this
Man.
woman rolls up and starts pressing on his piano keys. And then, whatever, she moves
Okay, why would you do that? Did you not like the content? Were you drunk and wanted to see if that's a real piano and he was faking it? I just don't understand her mental place. Like, what's your thinking at that point?
Moves on and Piano Man keeps playing. But then she comes back a second time. And like, look, her friends are back there laughing at the situation because of course they are. Then
What the hell? She's got to be drunk. It's like she's holding a Gatorade bottle for hydration. She's got a, what's that smile, you know?
allegedly, she reaches down and grabs money out of his tip bucket.
Are you kidding me? That's stupid.
And the people around watching, they're not happy. They start booing her.
She's lucky one of those bystanders didn't tackle her, dude. I would have loved it.
And the woman's friend, off camera, I guess, tries to fistfight Piano Man. And the bystanders were shocked. They helped Piano Man pick up his equipment. One guy felt so bad he apparently tipped him his entire wallet.
Nice guy right there.
But then,
Nice guy.
Piano Man goes home and he uploads the video to TikTok. And
Here
it blows
comes
up
justice,
immediately
baby.
because people are pissed.
Did she really steal his money?
What the hell is wrong with people?
I can fix her.
Here's the thing, though.
I can
Before
fix
Piano
it.
Man posted his video, he made a little note that he didn't want anyone harassing the woman.
Bullshit.
But did that stop the internet from harassing the person in the video? No, it did not.
Better
In
not.
less than
You
an
guys know
hour,
better.
They identified the woman. They found all her social
Look at that. Oh, look at that. I don't like to say bad things about people, but this is not a nice person. This is not a nice person. My only fear whenever they find people like this is if they end up accidentally accusing the wrong person. That's my only fear. Because internet justice could be unfair if it's the wrong person. But if this is the right person, oh man, what a fucking asshole move.
media accounts. People were like sending her messages. They started posting pictures of her alleged arrest.
Theft of los mislaid property misdemeanor. I guess that's the way it's written. Her name isn't very well hidden, is it now? Financial transcript card fraud. Transaction card. Oh no, she stole money used, or she claimed, oh, this is credit card for fraud or bank fraud. Fraud.
Records. They were like contacting her family, and eventually, I guess it got to be too much, and the woman issued a formal apology on
Public service announcement. That's how you start your apology? Public service announcement? Hey guys, I have a public service announcement about me being a freaking a-hole. Yeah, here it comes. Let me announce my a-hole ways right now. I'm sorry for oh, I don't like this one. I don't like this apology at all. I'm sorry for everyone that has seen the viral video. That's what you're sorry about? Okay, let's give her a chance. I want to take, I have took accountability for my actions. I know it was wrong and ignorant of me, but please keep my family out of it. How have you taken accountability for your actions? Your problem is with me, not with my family. You don't get anything out of texting them or me, and I have already apologized to the person we have talked. Don't text her family, I get it. Especially, you know, maybe her mom and dad, you know, maybe they should know what, how, you know, maybe they should help discipline their child. I don't know. Everything is good. No, I didn't steal any money, and I didn't break the piano. I'm a human just like you all. No, you're not a human just like us all, because most of us, I'm guaranteeing you, 99.9% of us, or even more, would have not done the thing you did for no apparent reason. You just literally ruined someone else's fun for no apparent reason. Human like the rest of us. I don't know. Alrighty. Everyone has made mistakes. Nobody is perfect. Again, I'm sorry for my actions. I've seen the worst downtown. This is nothing compared to what I did, and I know it's not right. The person I apologized to accepted my apology, and we have whole good conversation on the phone, and that's all that matters. You people are nasty the way you all are texting me and my family making fake pages. You don't get nothing out. You all stay blessed! Exclamation point. Oh yeah, please stop texting me, cause texting my crazy ass auntie, blah blah blah. She is crazy, not faking, but for real. Is that a good apology? Hi Realist, how you doing, buddy? Hey lagging. Is that a real apology? I feel like she just doesn't like the punishment she's getting right now, and she's just trying to make it stop. And by the way, I don't know if that other guy has forgotten her, because the guy pressed charges. And
Facebook, basically admitting that she was wrong and asking people to stop texting her family about it. Then I guess she got fed up with all of it, because she eventually made all of her social media private. Yeah! Oh, I have an update on this. So it looks like Piano Man decided to get the police involved.
yeah.
Yes, I have pressed charges. Case number is right here.
Also, Charlie Puth saw the video and reached out to him and invited him to a show. So that's nice.
Karma is a nice person. Karma, you're so wonderful. Please don't hurt me.
So this TikToker, his name's Robbie. One day...
I'm good, Realist. That's hilarious. Sounds like a James Charles apology. Who was the girl who apologized with the ukulele? Now that was cringy apology. The ukulele apology? If I ever have to make a fake apology, I'm grabbing my wife's ukulele. Oh my god, that was a cringy apology. Please tell me you guys know what I'm talking about. I'll take a look at it, Realist. Sorry, brother. We grabbed some YouTube, some videos today. I'll take a look at it again. No worries. All right. That was fun. Her apology is the type of apology you give some. Her apology was a Bart Simpson apology when he's not sorry. He's just trying to get the pains to stop. You know? Oh my. I don't know why it's stuck in my head. I can't not think about it. I really want to watch this. I do like him and respect them. And I'm curious about streaming on Twitch. And Moist Critical makes some good points about the differences in streaming on Twitch versus YouTube. And this is more for where do I want to go next, you know, or you know, because YouTube is starting to feel like they're not sharing a lot of stuff and blah blah blah. You know, they both have their issues. And I've always been YouTube. I've been YouTube since day one, before there was YouTube streaming, you know. So I just want to learn about it and know more about it, which I don't. So let's just jump into it, okay, guys?
It's now been over a month since I primarily switched from streaming.
If you don't know about him, he has been a Twitch streamer for more than a decade. He's super popular, and he wasn't happy with the things that was happening in Twitch, so he decided to jump over to YouTube, and he's been doing it for about a month.
Streaming on Twitch to streaming on YouTube. I spent about 5 or 6 years exclusively in the trenches of Twitch streaming, and now I've recently done a cannonball into the deep end of the pool of the YouTube ecosystem for streams. And I just wanted to debrief on the whole thing, because I've been getting asked a lot, not only by chat, but by friends of mine, what the big differences are, what makes one better than the other, which I prefer. And I thought this would be an interesting topic, because for a lot of people, Twitch versus YouTube for streaming is a lot like Coke versus Pepsi. They're very similar, but there are subtle differences that make people prefer one over the other. And for streaming, it's obviously Twitch that's the preference. And I just kind of want to go over this whole situation here, let you all take a bite from an apple of my tree of knowledge, and just bestow upon you the sage wisdom that I've been gathering since being on YouTube. Because I am the one that walks between worlds. I'm like fucking John Constantine. So let's just start out with the obvious differences.
I really am super curious about it, because I am a YouTube streamer, and for the longest time I have been considering moving to Twitch just so, you know, try something else, and I haven't done it. Every time I'm thinking about streaming on Twitch, I'm thinking about my YouTube audience who's not going to know I'm on Twitch, you know what I mean? So it's been kind of a shouldn't I, am I missing an opportunity by not doing Twitch or Kick? So this is literally could affect what I stream on. So let's pay attention and find out more about it.
Is that you'll hear everybody mention. YouTube streaming has no culture to it. It is very bland. It's very vanilla. There's no real identity to
He's talking about you guys.
streaming chat culture. And that's not something that you can really teach or artificially integrate into a platform. It's like basketball. You can't teach height. There's certain things you can teach about basketball, but ultimately there are certain things you can't that'll make you a better basketball player. And for YouTube streaming, that is its chat culture. And let me break down exactly what that means here, because
He doesn't mean it in a bad way, and I think he'll explain it.
if you don't watch Twitch streams, then what I'm saying right now is a giant nothing burger of mumbo jumbo. Like, what the fuck is chat culture? Well, on Twitch, since it's been around for so long now, the community that watches Twitch streams has grown together and created a very unique identity for itself, where it has this DNA that's shared across every streamer's chat on the platform, with inside jokes or certain emotes that'll be spammed at certain times during the stream. And it doesn't matter who the streamer is, the chat itself is always in on the same general jokes or emotes, and just, it's hard to like actually explain, but if you've ever been on Twitch or streamed on Twitch, you'll know what I mean. There are just certain things in there where instead of just spamming like full conversational texts in a Twitch chat, they'll sum it up with like one line and an emote. You know, there's just so many ways that Twitch chat expresses itself in a way that other platforms don't, and frankly other platforms just can't. That's not something that you can bring to your platform. It has to happen organically over a long period of time. Twitch has been around for so long, and despite being absolutely massive, the community itself still feels very tight-knit, which makes the streaming and chat experience on Twitch just overall more engaging. On YouTube, it's like Sasquatch. That doesn't exist. And
I've seen a lot of Twitch. I watch a lot of Twitch, and when I've been streaming on YouTube, even when I was popular, it was very hard to have consistent chat moving consistently like it does on Twitch. It seems like even if you have 20 viewers on Twitch, the chat is always super active. Yeah, and you can't duplicate that on YouTube because it's just, he's right, not duplicatable. And, you know, it's not a thing against the fans, it's just that doesn't exist in YouTube. And that part of it has always been attractive to me. It's somehow, I don't know.
another thing, Twitch does a really good job of making the chats readable. This is a huge thing, actually. Even in the biggest Twitch streams on that platform, you can read the chat because they're smart in that they hold messages for a very small period of time, so that way they come in chunks, which makes it legible. And on YouTube, they don't do that. Ludwig compared it to a sink faucet being turned on, which I think is a beautiful description of it, because it's just this endless flood of gobbledygook. Like, you can't read anything on a YouTube streamer's chat that's popping off because they don't hold anything. It's just real time blasting you with information, and if you try to read it, your brain is going to blue screen. It's incomprehensible because they don't hold it, which makes it detrimental to the health of a stream and a stream's community, because
That's
if you
an easy
can't
fix,
engage with your community, they're often not going to stick around. This one actually has a super simple solution I am shocked they haven't implemented yet. Just put the rectangle in the rectangle-shaped hole here. Just hold the messages for a second. Just let them marinate for a second before sending them out, so that way it's not just this endless Star Wars scrolling text of things that nobody can read.
You have to click on it and use your mouse wheel to pause it and read it. That's what I do. And then you have to scroll really fast to catch up with the live chat.
Now, I know Ludwig also has an extension called Truffle, which aims to make the chat experience on YouTube more in line with the chat experience on Twitch, and it works pretty well. It is a band-aid to a bit of a boo-boo that YouTube still hasn't, cleaned out properly and fixed, but it does help. So I know there are tools, there are options here, but I feel like YouTube could definitely work on the simple things like the messages. The only thing that it can't really do here is create a chat culture. That's something that's just going to have to happen organically. YouTube can just provide tools and provide a better chat experience from a functionality standpoint.
That's true, yeah.
Now, there's two other big differences. The one that everyone's going to mention is discoverability, and I do think that's still correct. Now that I've been on YouTube for a month, I can say with confidence, nobody is finding your stream unless they are already on your channel. There's no way.
That's so freaking sad to hear, guys. That's so freaking sad to hear.
to find streams on YouTube effectively. If you browse the godforsaken wasteland that is the YouTube streaming tab, looking for any kind of interesting stream will be a daunting task. Like, you'd have an easier
That's
time
heartbreaking
having
to
a
hear.
threesome within the
He is right, and I've been always aware of this, but it's so heartbreaking to hear someone confirm coming from Twitch.
next 10 minutes than you would finding a single interesting stream that you might enjoy. The only way you find streams on YouTube is if you already watch the person that's streaming it. It is extremely difficult to find anything that's of interest to you. And trust me, I've done a lot of exploring here. That needs to be improved. On Twitch, I do think discoverability has suffered over the last few years, but that's just because of the oversaturation of streams in general. But on Twitch, it's far easier to find what you want. You go to the category of the game that sounds appealing, you'll look at the titles, you know, like, oh, this one sounds interesting, fingering butthole for $20. I'll take a peek, you know, is he actually going into the chocolate starfish here for donations? I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So then you click on it, and it's a channel you've never seen before, and you maybe give them a chance, and maybe you end up liking the stream. On YouTube, that's not going to happen. You just don't have that happen. It currently just feels like streaming is a bit of an afterthought here. There are some problems that I think could be addressed and could be fixed pretty quickly, and this is one of them. It's been in a pretty bad state for discoverability since its inception. It really feels like it's a secret. Like YouTube is keeping streaming a hush-hush whisper, like just a secret functionality. I think there's a large number of people that don't even know YouTube streams exist. I really think that. Because again,
That's
the only way
heartbreaking
new
to hear.
faces can even find a stream is if it somehow gets recommended to them. And in that case, it's just a gamble. You just have to hope that for some reason you made it into their algorithm and then they saw that you were streaming and maybe wanted to give it a try. But other than that, you're not really going to be seen by people that don't already know of your existence. So as a new streamer just starting out, YouTube is absolutely not the platform for you, I don't think. You'd be streaming to a fucking graveyard.
Yeah.
Now, there's one other thing I think Twitch does
That sucks,
significantly
guys.
better than YouTube, and then I want to get into what I think YouTube does better than Twitch. But on Twitch, subscribers is done much better. When you subscribe
That's
on
so
Twitch,
heartbreaking.
you all know what it means. It means you're giving money to a streamer. Twitch has something called Prime, where you can get a free sub to a streamer a month, and they get $5, and it costs you nothing. It's an unbeatable service, and something YouTube legitimately can't match unless it wants to start offering an equivalent for YouTube Premium
It's just
members.
heartbreaking to
So,
hear
like,
all that,
if
you
you
know?
have YouTube Premium, then you get one free membership to a YouTube streamer per month, so it'd be the same thing as Twitch Prime, but on YouTube. I don't see them doing that because it is such a massive net loss of money for the company. Twitch continues to offer primes, but they're not doing it with a smile on their face. They're doing that with a big old frown. Like the fucking fattest frown of all time. They're praying that you don't remember to use it, because when you use it, it just costs them money, and they get nothing in return for it other than just offering a legitimately unbeatable service, and it's good for the streamers, and it keeps a lot of streamers sticking around because the primes, I mean, that's a tough thing to beat. So YouTube doesn't have that, but another thing YouTube doesn't have is an identity to its memberships. When you hear subscribe on Twitch, you immediately know what it is. When you hear membership on YouTube, you're
Nothing.
left scratching your head going, what are you talking about? Because even when you're looking at the stream, there's no membership button. But then when you're actually watching the stream, you'll notice there's no such thing as the membership button. It's a goddamn lie. What you need to locate is the join button, which in and of itself is kind of in a suboptimal location. It's right next to the subscribe button
That's
there.
blackened.
And on mobile, good luck finding that. It's a game of Where's Waldo. But then you click the join button and then you become a member. But why call it join? That's very confusing. That's super convoluted. Like, if I didn't know what that button did, I would never touch it. I'd avoid it like the plague. Because what are you joining? You
That's
joining
so
a Discord
frustrating
channel?
because
You
he's
joining the
absolutely
anime club?
fucking right.
Like, what are you joining? Joining a newsletter? Or joining a community tab for the channel? Like, it doesn't tell you what it actually is. It should just be called membership or something. Like, it should show you exactly what it is, because right now it's a mystery game of what join does, and nobody plays the game. No
Thanks,
one's
Ghost.
clicking that button. Now, those are like the major differences that I think Twitch does better than YouTube, but I want to talk about some of the things I think YouTube does better than Twitch, because there are a few. The biggest one for me, and I think it is an incredible quality of life change to streaming that I think is a great thing for viewers, it's the ability to rewind a stream. So,
Yeah.
on any YouTube stream you go to, you can go back. You can go back and see what you've missed and catch up that way. Or just watch like parts of something if you missed a little component of it. You can go back in a stream. which is fantastic. And it's also good for streamers because then new viewers that come in while you're streaming won't inundate you with questions you've already answered, or won't inundate you with questions about something that you've already done earlier in the stream if they can just rewind it and check before they ask. I am a big fan of the ability to rewind streams, and another thing I'm a huge fan of on YouTube, as opposed to Twitch, is the bitrate. YouTube allows you to stream at a much, much, much higher bitrate than Twitch. I can't
I'm
believe
streaming at
Twitch is still
12,000
currently limited to
right
the
now,
bitrate that it's
12,000.
at. YouTube doesn't have that problem, so streams generally are looking better on YouTube. That one's super simple. It's just on the technical side of things, YouTube streams look better. I also do think that it runs better on mobile. Twitch mobile to me has been an absolute fucking joke of a service for a long time. YouTube mobile works really well, and that includes watching streams. At least from the few times I've watched streams on my phone over the last month or so, it has been a very smooth experience. I haven't had any problems, whereas on Twitch, anytime I fire up the app to watch on mobile, I had an issue with something. So YouTube is definitely a little better on that front than Twitch. And another thing that I think is really much better on YouTube than Twitch is VODs.
Real quick, besides the VODs, I can understand what he's going to say with the VODs. You can get discovered there, I guess. But it's heartbreaking about the discoverability, because one of the craziest things about my channel compared to other people's channels, my channel has 6% suggested traffic source. You can see a lot of traffic sources: browsing features, subscribers, search engine. My suggested source is 6% from YouTube to other people. While big channels that I know, their first option, the biggest option, is their suggested videos. YouTube suggests their videos at a very high rate. It's the first option, the highest one. For me, it's like almost the last option. And I'm mostly a live stream channel, and that makes a big difference. Live streams are not discoverable on YouTube, and I've always known that, and it's just painful to hear. And now all of a sudden, the numbers make sense, kind of.
VODs, they exist on Twitch, yeah, but no one really checks VODs. In fact, most people that watch a streamer on Twitch will end up watching their VOD or clips from it on YouTube. So YouTube is just a place to go for on-demand content, and that extends to streams as well, because once you're done streaming, it goes to your channel in the live tab. And it's also monetized a lot better than on Twitch when it comes to the VOD content. So if you do ads during your stream, there's more value, you get more out of that than you do on Twitch, and that extends to the VODs, where your VODs are automatically monetized with ads and certain breaks during it. So you get a lot more revenue-wise from your on-demand content on YouTube versus Twitch. But again, that only applies if you've already established yourself on YouTube, or like TikTok and push to YouTube. You've already got an audience on YouTube. That only applies in that case. If you're just starting, this means nothing. Because this is just a bunch of fish paste.
That sucks for a lot of people.
You won't be found easily as a YouTube streamer. Thus, your VOD monetization isn't going to matter at all. Also, one more thing. This one's not a big deal, but it is kind of cool and a little silly. You get to choose your own thumbnail for your YouTube streams, whereas on Twitch, it's just random moments from the stream. In fact, I had one time when playing through Cyberpunk that my cock slider, like when I was playing around with his penis to change the size of it, was my thumbnail for a while. And it's not like you have any say in that, it's just Twitch generating those thumbnails for your stream. YouTube, you have full control over it. I haven't really been utilizing it to its full potential. I've just been getting like really up close to the camera and making like a face or just staring blankly at it, which kind of is like a jump scare when the notifications go out. But yeah, the ability to make your own thumbnail for YouTube streams I think is actually a pretty good thing. I think it's cool. But it also brings me to another problem. I just mentioned
it's not easy to go live, because now you have to make a thumbnail to go live, compared to Twitch, where you can just press and go live. There's no preparation.
Notifications when my stream goes live. That's not commonplace. Notifications aren't exactly stream goes live. It also brings me to another problem. I just mentioned notifications when my stream goes live. That's not commonplace. Notifications aren't exactly the norm for YouTube streams. Very few people get them. I was actually talking to Danny about it like 2 weeks ago.
That's crazy.
Danny has no idea when I go live, and he's subscribed with the bell and all of that shit, but still, that notification doesn't really get sent out. Whereas on Twitch, you know what you're there for. You're there for streams. So you'll get notification for streams. YouTube, you're not really there for streams. Nobody's really there for streams. They're there for the VODs, their video content. So when a stream notification is supposed to go out, a lot of people either won't get it, A, or B, don't really know like what the fuck is going on because it's a kind of long notification. It's the red icon, channel name, stream now, and then title, and then thumbnail. So it's kind of a lot, and a lot of people will immediately disregard it. So it's hard to let people know, even if you already have an audience on YouTube, when you're actually live. It makes it difficult to find the live streams for a lot of people, which is a complaint I've heard not only from Danny in real life, but from quite a few people who do tune into the streams from time to time because they just genuinely don't know when they go live. Whereas on Twitch, that's never really a problem because everyone knows when you're live when the notification goes out. So another thing I just wanted to briefly mention here at the end. But anyway, let's get to the conclusion now. If you're someone that's just starting streaming and wants to grow as a streamer, Twitch is 100% the platform for you, no doubt. But if you are someone that already has an established YouTube audience that wants to just dabble in streaming occasionally, it's certainly a viable option, for sure. I will say that I think Ludwig was also right about something else where he said YouTube as a streaming platform is one that's best served with intermittent streams as opposed to daily. Whereas on Twitch, the most important thing you can do is just be alive. As a Twitch streamer, you find the most success through consistency. Just being there is enough to, over time, grow or maintain an audience because a lot of people go to Twitch just for comfort, background noise or something. So as long as you're there for that, you'll find success through just consistency. YouTube is kind of the opposite. No one's going to YouTube streams for the comfort or anything. They're going there for the novelty of it right now because, again, it's not why you go to YouTube. So if you see a stream and you're like, oh, this sounds interesting, then you check it out for a little bit and you need to capture those viewers' attention. And usually if you're just doing daily streams, you're not coming up with innovative new creative ideas for every stream. So there's a good chance someone tunes in and they're not interested in the game or whatever you're doing, so they just leave. So Twitch is really good for daily streams. YouTube, you'll probably find more success if every stream is a unique one. A big thing to think about when streaming on YouTube is, does this stream work well as a VOD? And if the answer to that is yes, then YouTube is a really good streaming platform because you can stream it live, you can engage with the community live, and then it lives on as a VOD, which is very monetized.
That's what I used to do with all my GTA videos. Preparing them to be VODs. That's why I was always so energetic in the beginning.
Assuming, of course, it gets picked up and it's like a good VOD. Twitch, that doesn't happen. Once the stream is done, very few people are going to look for the VOD on Twitch. They'll look for it on YouTube first. So all in all, my impression on the big picture thing is anything that works really well as a live stream is going to perform better on Twitch than YouTube, most likely, because more people outside of just your core audience can find that content on Twitch while it's live. But once that live stream is over, that VOD content will work much better on YouTube than it will on Twitch because, again, no one's really watching VODs on Twitch that often. Most of the time, it's getting eyes on.
What do you guys think? Should I keep streaming on YouTube? Because I've known all these things for a long time. It's just realizing that I've been right, and it's just heartbreaking.
On YouTube, and YouTube itself can pick it up, and they do monetize it in a much better way than Twitch does. So that's kind of like the overall impression of everything I've had so far on both streaming platforms. Again, I've only been streaming on YouTube consistently for the last month and a half, whereas I spent 5 years on Twitch. So maybe my impression of YouTube will change over the next few months or the next year or so. We'll see. But I just wanted to report on all of.
What do you guys think? That's heartbreaking to hear from me. Because I've been a YouTube streamer for the longest times. And for the longest times, yeah. That's so heartbreaking to hear. But he's right. It seems like if I care about growing, which I don't know if I do. I like just hanging out. I genuinely liked hanging out. I like the YouTube platform. I feel comfortable being somewhere I know. And my goal when I did this wasn't really to grow numbers or anything. I just missed it. But if my goal is to grow, for example, I think it would be a lot smarter. I've known this for a long time, to do streams on Twitch. I already have 30,000 followers there. I don't know, but believe it or not, I get notifications every time I stream regarding YouTube subscribers, Facebook subscribers and likes, and Twitch subscribers. I haven't streamed on Twitch for years, and to this day, I get Twitch subscribers some days more than I do YouTube subscribers. That to me is ridiculous, especially when I'm streaming on YouTube 4 days a week. Yeah, Frost. I think at least I have to try Twitch to be fair. Frost, you just followed me on Twitch. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I think to be fair to myself, at the least I have to try Twitch. But that means less content on YouTube. And YouTube is a VOD place, but VODs don't do great for me because my channel, for the longest time, since day one, has been a live stream channel. That's how I created it. 90% of my content on Hike Plays is live streams. It's heartbreaking because it's feels like YouTube streaming was very popular for a short amount of time and then just died. And I also feel guilty because I convinced a lot of people to get into streaming in YouTube. You know, YouTube was asking me to recruit people to help grow YouTube streaming, and I did. I recruited a lot of people into YouTube streaming. You know, and a lot of big names. I just told those big Twitchers and big YouTubers who weren't doing streaming about my success and my numbers, and they tried it for quite a bit. Some of them succeeded, some of them they didn't. But yeah, you know, if you listened to me back then and you dedicated your time to streaming, I feel like you might have been left in the wind, so to speak. I'm also heartbroken about how YouTube killed YouTube gaming app. The whole point was to grow that audience, and it's like they gave up on it. Yeah. Frost, I feel like I have to. I feel like I absolutely have to give it a shot on Twitch. Yeah. I don't know when though. Yeah, guys. That kind of took out all the air out of me, honestly. Yeah. That's a bummer. Not because I didn't know about this. It's just to hear it confirmed by someone who moved over. It's just heartbreaking. I saw it, Ghost. I'll saw it, brother. I know you want me to watch it right now, but look at the plans we made, buddy. Maybe later, but okay. Let's watch something else, snap out of this, and then I'm gonna end the stream after that. And then we'll go take a lunch or a snack break, and then jump on and play something. By the way, what are we playing today? Well, since I was thinking about maybe potentially playing Titanfall 2. Honestly, I feel like playing either Cyberpunk or Assassin's Creed. I kind of want to continue the Assassin's Creed. I was really having fun. I also downloaded the RoboCop demo, so we can also play that. It's only 22 minutes of it, so I'm not really sure about it. We'll see. But before we jump into it, I'm a huge fan of Titanfall 2, and things keep getting crazier and crazier in Titanfall, so I really want to find out, and I might just jump in and play it. Honestly, I considered downloading it this morning, so let's find out more about it together.
Titanfall 2 playlists have been updated nearly every week recently. They fixed crashes. They put the game on sale for $3. Apex's current season is called Resurrection. Resurrection ends on October 31st, right around Titanfall 2's 7th anniversary. They're adding random cryptic new game modes all of a sudden. Hey, yo!
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm!
I hope this is really happening. Titanfall 3 for real. Come on, baby.
There's a lot to unpack here. Let me go back a second. Okay, so if you're already here, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this. Titanfall 2 is an amazing game, but, and of course there's a but, it's made by EA, so yeah. Unfortunately, that tends to come along with some side effects. Refusing to fix the game's DDoSing issue, not updating the game, refusing to acknowledge the existence of the game, despite the fact that the fans are literally having schizophrenic delusions in the subreddit. Recently, though, out of nowhere, they started silently updating the game and fixing problems. Everyone is super hyped up about this, and I think that's the point, but it's kind of alarming, to be honest. Or is it? Okay, let's go.
I'm excited about it. I don't care.
Definitely multiple roads this could take.
What do you say we get out of here into space?
Okay,
No,
so
please
they
no.
clearly want to hype up the game or something a bit more, but they're not doing it in the traditional sense that you hype up a game.
16 times the detail.
This is where it gets weird, because like I said, for the most part, this entire thing has been pretty much silent. No, hey everybody, check out these new updates, or random crap on Twitter like they do with Apex. All they're doing is pretty much fixing the game's issues, adding some small details to show that they're putting in some semblance of attention into it, and making it dirt cheap on Steam. Do you get it? They're not advertising new players, they're advertising it to you. They're advertising
That's
to people
crazy.
who love the game and either already play it or uninstall it out of frustration. In fact, I don't even know if you could call this an advertisement. This is a peace offering. Okay.
What are they doing though? Are they getting ready for Titanfall 3? I really hope they are. But I'm also happy if they're able to get a bigger audience for Titanfall 2, because that means more multiplayer players and we can jump into it.
Okay, so why? Well, there's possibility A and there's possibility B. Possibility A is good, and I'll go over that one first. They already know that they have a pretty insane cult-like underlying fan base, in more ways than one. So, if they were to hypothetically announce the production of Titanfall 3, these are the first people that you'd want backing you. And if you were to hypothetically announce the production of a Titanfall 3, it would be pretty hard to rally the troops if half of them were too salty about Titanfall 2's terrible treatment, and half of them hadn't played the game in so long they've forgotten how fun it really was. Hence, peace offering. Get the salty people back on board by showing the game they already know and love some support, and get the others on board by making the game $3 and letting the first half do the advertising for them. Also, these are exactly the people that would end up disappointed if you jumped right into
pretty
a
good,
full-on
isn't it?
marketing hype
Fast
train
cuts.
right away. There's been plenty of developers that have said full steam ahead with the hype train, and we saw
Failed
that.
so big, yeah.
Oh no! If that train gets going too fast, it is nearly guaranteed that the game will fail, especially for a sequel. That would explain their radio silence even in the presence of these
It's a
updates.
good strategy.
So,
It's a good
slowly
theory, let me
starting
put
up
it that
the
way.
engine would be the smart thing to do in this situation if they were going to release a Titanfall 3. Am I reading into this too much?
I hope you are right.
Absolutely. Anyway, possibility B. It's no secret that Apex is losing players, and now before I get people freaking out in the comments, I'm not saying it's dead, but I am saying it's losing players. There's a
Honestly, I don't care about Apex. I want to play it, but for some reason, every time I jump on it, I just end up frustrated. It's the weirdest thing. I like it. I want to play it. I get excited about it. I jump on. I get frustrated. I leave. Not because I lose, but it's just, it's weird. I rather play something else when I'm on it. It's weird.
million things that you could blame it on, but the reality is it's losing players. No game can stay popular forever, and with the game's current player count steadily decreasing for the past 2 years, it just won't print money forever. Are they going to try to make it last forever, though? Well, if possibility B is right, then probably. Unfortunately, there's definitely a possibility that this peace offering was never meant to hype Titanfall 2 to bring Titanfall 3 players. There's a possibility it was meant to hype Titanfall 2 to bring Apex players.
Oh,
Is
no.
this very short-sighted? Yes. Would this just make the pre-existing Titanfall 2 fans more angry in the long term?
Yes.
Was this game made by Respawn and produced by
Yes.
Yes.
If they're fixing Titanfall 2 just to attract players to Apex, and then they bail on Titanfall 2 and burn their fans, including me, it's an EA thing to do, I guess. So it'd be right along the freaking path that we expect them to go.
By the way, I found at least 2 other genuine community-backed alternate theories, one of them being this entire thing is happening because a janitor at Respawn learned how to code, and the other one being that none of this is real, and then we're all actually having mass-scale collective psychotic delusions. To be honest.
It could be also another one. It could be that they're not doing anything, and the new systems and drivers and stuff like that Microsoft, Nvidia, AMD are releasing are fixing the problems without anyone touching it. Could be, but I doubt it.
Both of them entirely possible. So I don't want to get your hopes up if I'm wrong, but I genuinely do think that even if Titanfall 3 isn't coming anytime soon, the announcement for it probably will be. Before I explain any further as to why I think this, I want to thank @Iniquity, or however you pronounce that, on Twitter for going over a lot of this stuff. Doing the research on this stuff is intensive to say the least, and he really wraps it up really nicely and easily to digest. A lot of the info I got in this video, besides my own personal opinions and theories, came directly from his Twitter and YouTube.
That's awesome.
Definitely check him out, link in the description. This guy has pretty much made it his entire life's purpose just to piece together clues to figure out when or if we're getting a Titanfall 3. This stuff is crazy. Okay, so why do I think Titanfall 3 is about to be announced? There's a lot of reasons, but here's a few, and most of them revolve around weird, crazy coincidences that just keep happening all of a sudden out of nowhere. Am I about to make myself sound psychotic? Definitely, but it's Titanfall 2. You're allowed to be psychotic. If they didn't want a community full of maniacs, they would have released Titanfall 3 a while ago.
They wouldn't have bailed on Titanfall 2 so long ago either.
Oh my god, bro. Okay, so September 16th, David @FrozenFro randomly decides to put up a clip of him playing Titanfall 2 multiplayer with the caption, "Titanfall 2 is fun." Why is this important? FrozenFro is a narrative designer at Respawn, so the game gets bug fixes, playlist updates, massive Steam sales, and he just happens to be among the people coming back to play it again. To be fair, totally possible this is all coincidence, and totally possible they're all reading into this way too much. However, in the clip, he's playing on forward base Kodai. How do you... Whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, it's no secret that this map was used heavily as a developer test map when Titanfall 2 was first being created. It also just so happens to be the same map where BT says the famous line, "Trust me," before chucking you across a massive...
Oh my god, I love it.
Trust me? Maybe he's telling us to trust him. Or maybe the schizophrenic delusions are kicking in again. By the way, kind of a side note, I just realized after writing this, anybody notice the Titanfall 2 chat is super toxic lately? Almost like Apex players are starting to migrate.
Oh my god.
Interesting. Anyway, actually, I could talk about the amount of subtle things pointing this for an hour, so you know what? I'll just compile every coincidence starting from the top in a list right here. And by the time this video goes up, there will probably be more. That's how often they're happening now. Keep in mind, the rant I'm about to go on is in addition to all the other stuff I've already mentioned throughout this video, like the Steam sale, the random updates, and the new playlists. Old developers of Titanfall are coming back and posting random cryptic messages on Twitter. The first new playlist update a few weeks ago had the subtext, "Your rockets will blot out the sun," a reference to the movie 300, "Our arrows will blot out the sun." It's also reused text from the third Salvo rocket upgrade. This week's subtext on the new game mode is called "Blinded by Science." The third wave of Dry Dock Frontier Defense is called "Blinded by Science." There are 3 unlisted videos on the Titanfall YouTube channel. Vince Zampella, CEO of Respawn Entertainment, recently liked a tweet saying, "Titanfall deserves another chance." Xbox Game Pass posted this on September 14th.
Is it happening?
As an honorable mention, Apex's latest update ends with incoming transmission subject Nessie, followed by a
Is this
random
happening,
string of
guys?
a bunch of numbers. And if you search for these numbers, each one depicts the release date of Titanfall 1, Titanfall 2, and Apex Legends.
It's happening, guys.
Besides these things, I know for a fact there are things I'm missing. And like I said, these things are happening so frequently that by the time I upload this video, I
Titanfall 3 is happening, I think, guys.
Coincidences, if not even a couple more giant bombshells. There are so many coincidences here. 1 or 2 things, okay, maybe.
Titanfall 3 is happening, I think.
Coincidences at the same time, I don't know, man. Something's happening here, and I'm not sure what it is yet, but something is happening here.
Minecraft 2, I love it.
So I leave you with this. Question everything. Is Titanfall 3 real? Is Titanfall 2 real? Are your walls... Is your dog... Are you real? They said
I want to believe it's happening.
Titanfall 3 months ago from the inside. Okay, yeah, and Andrew Garfield also said he wasn't in No Way Home. I'm just saying. Do you guys think I finally lost my mind, or is this healthy behavior? Anyway, one last thank you to @Iniquity.
I honestly think Titanfall 3 is coming out or is going to be announced because let me put it this way. There is no way they would be spending resources, EA, or they would not be spending resources that cost money to upgrade something they don't care about unless something is just happening. If the upgrades are happening, something's happening, and I'm super excited. Let's go Titanfall 3. Yes. Come on, baby. Come on. I kind of want to play Titanfall now. I kind of want to play Titanfall now, guys. All right. On that note, that's it for me today. Yeah. Today's live stream. Hey, Charlie, come here. Today's live stream told me that maybe we should move to Twitch. Come here, Charlie. Come here. Where's your good boy? Let me get you up here. Here we go. Okay. Where's your good boy, Charlie? Oh, I know you're a good doggy. All right, guys. On that note, we're gonna call it here. I had to say, bring Charlie over to say hello. You want to smell that? Yeah. You don't like that? You don't like that? I know you're a good boy. Who's a good doggy? Who's a good doggy? I know you're a good doggy. Yeah. Thanks, Frost. We had some really good content to watch, and I'm excited about it. Charlie is such a good doggy. Believe it or not, he sits like me all the time like this for hours. He looks comfy. You can see the cords. The mic wants a hug. Alrighty. Well, there is some sound effects of Charlie ASMR. Hi, Evade. How you doing? Yeah, but Evade, I took a long break, and I'm only back for a month or so. Yeah, we took a long break, and now we're only... Hey, no sneaking the treats. He just stole the treats like a little... Sit. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. All right, you want to go down? All right, just lie down so we can hang out later. All righty. Yeah, I took a long break, brother, and now I'm just back for fun, hanging out for those people who care and want to come back. And I guess you might be one of them. Thanks for coming back, Evade. All right, on that wonderful news, we're going to call it, and I'll see you guys next stream. Evade, if you don't know, we're streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We might be streaming it on Twitch. Curious about starting it. I got dog hair all over me, Charlie. Look what you did. Look what you did. All right, on that note, guys, I'm going to call it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.